I get when you have invested years in a relationship. I get where you may not want to start over. I understand that. Somebody very close to me had invested 6 years with this guy, was engaged in everything, and it just wasn't right. And it didn't work out. And she bowed out. And she was worried for a minute afterward. She really was. Like, didn't think she was going to get married. But then she did. And she's been married for 12 years now. So she got married close to 40 or at 40. I remember when I was, before I met my husband, I met him at 27. And back then, it was like the late 90s. I knew almost everybody I knew had at least been engaged or married. And I had been neither. And I felt like, oh my God, I'll never get married. I felt like that in 28, late 90s. So when I talk to people now, they were like, oh, you got married young. I'm like, young? But I mean, you have to think about it. Women are getting married later now. So, just because you invested a few years into a relationship, in your younger years or, mid years or whatever, doesn't mean that you shouldn't end it. If it's not a good relationship, it's not going to turn into a good marriage. Another friend of mine, she was with a guy for a long time, and he gave her an engagement ring. And he pretty much was a dog. He was a cheater. He was a dog. He was trash. And he told her, yeah, we can get married, but the only thing that'll change is your last name. Meaning he was going to continue to be a whore. She broke it off with him. And she eventually got married too at a later age too. And she's happy with a really great guy. And of course he did marry somebody else. And of course he cheated on her. I mean, basically, if it's a shitty relationship, it's going to be a shitty marriage. In a nutshell, the guy's not good, just get away from him. If a guy doesn't want to marry you, then I don't feel like, oh, he doesn't love you enough, right? I think it's more like he's just not a good guy and it's not a right fit. And maybe he's perfect for somebody else and you have to find your perfect person. There are men who say they love women and cheat on them. And they probably really do love these women. I just think that they're shitty people. Shitty people can love someone. They just love them in a shitty way. So if you're ready for marriage or you want to marry somebody and he doesn't want to marry you, look at everything. It's probably a shitty relationship, right? A shitty relationship is going to turn to a shitty marriage.